Good morning. I am Tirumular Sittarpidam, Coimbatore Tirumular Sittarpidam, Sivaraja Yogi speaking. Now many students are asking about the uses of honey. Honey is money. Okay, honey stands for good health. But there are three types of honey bees. The normal honey bee everybody knows. But in mountains, big type of honey bees are there. Their hives will be very big. They will construct these hives in large buildings as well as in the mountain cliffs. So that honey people will take in a different manner. They will send an arrow. At the end of the arrow, a rope will be tied. They will send the arrow to the hive and through this rope, honey will come, and this forest people will collect it in a vessel. That honey is there. Normal honey bee, as usual, it is there in this small shape. But there is one more honey bee that is similar to mosquito. That is called, that gives a sherudane. The big honey bee in the forest is called malaitane. The normal bee gives, that is honey, normal honey. And this mosquito like this honey bee gives kosundane, sherudane. Since this sherudane is very useful for medicine. For many Siddha medicines, this sherudane is used. That these forest living people will collect this and supply to medicinal sellers, herbal sellers. So there are three types of honey. Normal honey, and this sherudane is very useful for medical purpose. Even in this normal honeybees, if you put a hive near rubber estate, I will take nectar. One should know the difference between nectar and honey. The honeybee collects not honey from the flowers. The honeybee collects only nectar from the flowers. The raw material is nectar. They go and sit in the flower and suck only nectar. After collecting this nectar, it goes to its honeybee, the honey hive. And there are different rooms in the hives. And they process this nectar in their mouth and make it into honey. Actually, the nectar is processed by the honeybee. Only after the process, it is called honey. Only the honey can remain without remain the same for years together. Honey is also disinfectant. That's the reason why in pyramids, along with to keep the dead bodies, they poured honey into these boxes where these bodies are kept, and they remain disinfective, and the body will be kept same for years together. Okay, then honey, the rubber quality, if this honeybee takes nectar from the rubber flowers and some other flowers, the quality is poor. So all the honey you get do not have the same quality. If you keep the flowers near these sugarcane fields, sugarcane fields. After this harvest, the sugar from the root, some kind of sugar will be coming out. The honeybee will go and sit on it and take that liquid and keeps process it and keeps in the hive. It is also not a good quality honey. Good quality honey. So in estate areas, for example, in Kodaikanal, in Tamil Nadu there is a hill station called Kodaikanal. You go and see the honey, the color will be violet because it takes the nectar from different miscellaneous flowers and process it and keeps it, and the color is violet. So the best quality honey with the high power is taken from the tamarind tree. The honey bees kept near the tamarind garden, it will collect, and this is the best quality. The taste will be different. So honey, if you taste all the honeys, will be having different taste according to the flowers from which the bees collect the nectar. So the nectar is processed into honey. Okay, the honey, the pure honey you cannot get. 100% pure honey you cannot get, because when you squeeze it, when you squeeze in old technique, people will take the honey bee and they will crush it and take honey. That is not pure. The honey taken by the tribals and sold on the streets is not healthy and pure. Because when you crush it, the eggs of the bees will be there along with the honey. The nectar, the unprocessed nectar kept in the hive will also be with the honey. And the pollen collected from the flowers, actually pollen bread. The honey bee prepares not only honey, it also makes pollen breads. That will also be in the honey. So it will be spoiled. That honey you have to heat and purify it. Otherwise you cannot keep it for a long time. So honey should be prepared and it should be kept and they extracted from the machine. There is one particular machine through which you have to rotate and take out the honey. That honey will be pure. Even that you have to process it, heat it to a certain level and make it pure. Okay, now there are different types of honeybees, different types of honeys, and the taste will also be different. Now what are the uses? If you use honey along with the cold water, then loose motion will be set right. The motion will be tight. The stools will be tight. If you are suffering from constipation and the motion is not going properly, then you should take honey in hot water at night. So honey taken in cold water has a different quality, and the honey taken in the warm water gives another result. Then honey is a high calorie food, natural food, high calorie. If you take honey, you can work for more time. It has high calorie. Then this honey is a purifier, blood purifier. If you use honey, add some water and you mix this lemon juice along with it, and if you take for continuously for more than 41 days, not for 1 day or 2 days, your blood stream and the blood will be purified. The toxins will be removed from that. Then honey is used for rejuvenation. If you want to use it for rejuvenation, you have to add ginger and lemon juice in the honey and add water and you can use it for a long time, minimum 41 to 48 days, and then it will give you kaya kalpa result, that rejuvenation. So honey is used for preparing some legias in Siddha medicine and Ayurveda because it is a preservative. Honey and ghee are added along with the herbal products to keep it fresh for a long time. So as a preservative and energy giver, it is used in Siddha medicines. So honey should be used since it is sweet, it should be used in a particular way. You should not take too much honey. It will sometimes increases blood level if you take too much. So optimum use is good for health, and it is a natural food. There is no use of pesticide or this chemical, this fertilizer impact is there in the honey. Natural food, and they have naturally processed food. You need not process it further. You can add water and some ingredients along with it and use. So you need not cook it. So there are different types of honey bees give different types of honey having different results, tastes and colors also, and you can use it differently according to your need. In cold water or hot water, add this ginger or lemon, then it will give you maximum result in purification and rejuvenation. So people have who want to get better results in yoga and maintain health, they can use honey properly, and that will boost up the health. And for the honey beekeepers, it gives money. Because in Kanyakumari district there is one arrangement where they promote honey bee raising, and people from Kanyakumari district go to all districts of Kerala, and they keep beehives there and raise honey. The Christian Association, Young Men's Christian Association is promoting this. And they also buy honey from the honey bee keepers, and they sell it all over India and abroad also. So I had an opportunity to be with the beekeepers in Kanyakumari district and Kerala. I could study that. Moreover, even the sting of honey, and that is also medicine. One sting from honey up to 4 stings, it is good for health. If you receive more honey sting, then only fever and all these occur. The sting of honey, it puts the sting into the skin and it enters into your blood. It reduces heart attack risk. The honey sting up to 1, 2, 3, 4 is better for health, and more than that affects health. So honey bee not only gives honey, it gives wax that is used for candle and light. So honey bee gives sweetness and light. It stands for sweetness and light. And you have to learn much more from honeys for the briskness. They are not lazy, they are always active and clean. They clean the rooms 40 times a day. So we have to learn many things from these insects. Moreover, the special thing is the honey bee body temperature is higher than human. The human's higher body heat is if it crosses 104 degree, man will die. The reptiles have the power of withstanding up to 116 degree. The honey's body temperature, they can withstand up to 120 degrees centigrade. If any reptile comes to steal honey, all honey bees will go and they will stick onto it, and they show that The body temperature of the reptile rises and it will die when it crosses 116, but the bees will not die because they can stand up to 120. This is the secret. So honey is good for health, and for honey beekeepers it gives money, and for the users the blood purification and Kaya Kalpa is the result. Thank you.